Welcome to ETFinalscore.com, your source for all the highlight stats and stories and scores from around East Texas high school football. With your host, Eric Sullivan.
What's up, everybody? Round 4 of the playoffs started tonight. The dream of getting to Cowboys AT&T Stadium for the state finals, it's getting very, very close. The JT Lions roared loudly through the first 3 rounds tonight at North Texas's Emoji Stadium, trying to get that strong running attack going against McKinney North. Look at the dial. Oh, man, they're fired up. I love it, JT. Get them out of that cage and let them play some football, and they did early, thanks in part to the guy. Look at the cutback by Jeremy Wilson. Takes it all the way in, 33-yard touchdown. JT off to a great start. And then Gio McAllister, look at the beautiful bomb to Damian Miller. And has that young man come of strong of late or what? 83-yard touchdown. PAT no good. Cujo with the 13-0 lead. The fans say, that's right, Cujo swag. And how about Gio McAllister? He almost puts this guy in the hospital right there with that hood hit right there. Keeps on going up the right side. He would get it down to the 20-yard line, and there's my guy again, Jeremy Wilson, 20-0 after the touchdown. Second quarter now. Jeremy Wilson just says, hey, the fans love me. Everybody in East Texas love me. I'm putting them on a show here. Third touchdown of the half. 27-7. Then McAllister hooks up with his big guy, Rodney Bendy. I love the hands right there. 41-19 at the half. We have just went final. It was a long game, 64-40. The John Tyler Lions get the job done. They are headed to round number 5. With more on the JT Lions' big win, let's go out live to Emoji Stadium, where Jeff Schaefer joins us live from Denton. We had the first half highlights there, Jeff. Your turn to get us caught up on an impressive second half by the Lions as well.
Well, Eric, again, you just recap the first half. It was all John Tyler, really. The Cujo offense was rolling. Let's take a look at some of the action from the second half because really, well, it was the same story after the break. Gio McAllister, you mentioned him a couple times in the first half, Eric. And then in the second half, well, early on in the second half, Gio gets into the end zone himself. The TD run makes it 48-19. John Tyler on top. And as you mentioned, Eric, it just went final moments ago, actually. John Tyler wins it 64-40. And really, it's all about the Cujo offense, Eric. I mentioned it earlier. You mentioned it when you were calling all of those highlights that the Lions scored in the first half. It was clicking on all cylinders, whether it was through the air, Gio McAllister with some great passes tonight. But, of course, they got it done on the ground as well. Our guy Jeremy Wilson and McAllister as well. A great job running the ball. So the Lions advance. They're moving on to the state semifinals. We'll have more from Denton in just a few minutes, Eric.
Jeff, do your best to try and find some of those JT Lions players. We'll catch up with you in the next segment. Let's find out who JT will play. Well, in the semifinals, it'll be Aledo. They take care of Canyon Randall, 47-29. No confirmation just yet on where that game will be played. I've heard Mesquite, but we do not have a confirmation on that yet. Now, last Friday, the Gilmer Buckeyes got a game-winning touchdown from their star tailback, Chris Boyd, at Longview Lobo Stadium. Gilmer back at their lucky stadium tonight to take on Atlanta in the regional finals. And here come you're focused, you're strong, you're intense. Gilmer Buckeyes, McLean Carter early on to that guy again. Chris Boyd gets a very big gain up to the right side, setting up the Gilmer Buckeye Cat offense led by one young man named Blake Lynch, who is just outstanding in the red zone. He's got so many touchdowns this year, just like that. Gilmer with the lead. Chase Musgrove trying to get something done for Atlanta, and he does right here. The young man steps up into this one, throws it. Edric King hauls it in, and they would get a touchdown out of that, and they would get this ball game tied up. But Chris Boyd would go right back to work. Gilmer really going to the ground, and when you got this young man, you have to. He goes all the way to the left side, just takes everything to get him down, and then Blake Lynch doing what Blake does, 14-6 after that. And here is your final. The Buckeyes going strong tonight. They were up 50-12 at half. They win 64-25, and they move on to the state semifinals once again. Down in Palestine's Wildcat Stadium, undefeated Alto taking on Centerville. They're down 7-0 in this one, and here comes Keenan Johnson to the rescue. Gets a good block right there, steps into the end zone, 7-7, but we go to the third quarter. Our cameraman, Alan Johnson, had a feeling this was going to be a good one. Down 20-7. Look at Mr. Keenan Johnson bust through there, make a move right there. Oh, my goodness, they don't hit him yet at center field. 85-yard touchdown. Alto is back, folks. It is now 20-13. The defense would hold strong. Can we go back out to that, please, guys? I guess not. We had another incredible touchdown by Keenan Johnson and the Alto Yellow Jackets, but a little bit too short as Jaron Shaw scores here, but too late there as Alto in a heartbreaker. They go down 23-20. Their season comes to an end. Over at Rose tonight, the Tenaha Tigers taking on Iola in a hot start for the Tiger quarterback T.J. Thomas. Hits his man DeAndre Thomas up the right side. Gets coach, get out of the way real quick. Gets out of bounds, but that would set up a big gain right here by T.J. He's going to keep it himself this time. Go up the left side. Tigers get on the board, and it's 7-0, but it's 7-7 now. Kobe Caraway showing the power of Tenaha. Look at this young man run the football. This is what you want. Out of the Wildcat, the Tiger Cat, if you will. Takes all those Iola guys to get him down. He would score on the next play. And Tenaha, in a close one, though. This was a lot closer than many thought. But Tenaha in the fourth round gets the victory 35-28. All right, it's time for a break here on the abbreviated version of the ETFinalScore.com football show. Let's check out our live Twitter feed right now. Give us a take. Our handle, at ETFinalScore. More highlights and Jeff, hopefully live with some JT players next. All right, Jack, go right to Van Memorial Stadium. Wascom Wildcats in action tonight, and they have just had a heck of a playoff run taking on Gunter tonight. They got some defense early on. Check out Keelan Johnson, one-handed interception. That got the Wildcats fired up and going. I love the creativity right here. Quarterback Trace Carter pitches to Junebug Johnson. Uh-oh, he's going to throw it. Eric Stevens III, so wide open. Man, and then Kevin Johnson would put on a show for the Wascom Wildcats, taking it up the left side here. Look at that explosiveness. Goes all the way in for the touchdown. And, folks, Wascom is moving on. Final score in this one, 49-15. They will play Graham, who won tonight 35-24. Liberty Ilo in action tonight. They fall in a heartbreaker 45-42. So good year for Liberty Ilo, but they come up short against a good Argyle team right there. All right, it's time now to go back out live to Jeff Schaefer at Apogee Stadium in Denton. JT, big win, 64-40 tonight. Jeff is joining us, and Jeff, I guess you got to talk to some of the players just moments ago. What was their reaction on getting to the state semifinals?
Well, understandably, Eric, it was an excited reaction. I mean, John Tyler, they're going to the state semis. As you said, it's kind of the feeling that this is sort of where JT belongs. But I did catch up with both Rodney Bendy and Damian Miller after the game just moments ago, and they're, again, very excited to be moving on.
To know that we're going to semifinal again, it feels very great.
Watching on the sidelines, it seemed like you guys just had everything clicking on offense. Is that how it felt to you when you were out there playing?
Oh, yes, sir. Most definitely. We practice this day in, day out, so we're going to the field and make it easier.
That's all here from Denton tonight, Eric, but it's not all for the John Tyler Lions. They're moving on to the state semis.
They certainly are. And, hey, Jeff, we'll have more action for you tomorrow. We got Henderson, Navasota, 2 p.m. in Lufkin, Mineola, Pottsboro, and Roy City. Good luck to those teams. Jeff will have the highlights on CBS 19 Saturday night at 10 p.m. And, of course, to see everything for round number 5, go to etfinalscore.com. Watch all of our videos right there. And, of course, get up to date on everything round number 5. Hey, we're out of time here. What a great round number 4. Gilmer, JT, they are moving on. We'll have a great night.